question to you is, how difficult is it to not give the ball to Harbhajan Singh, given he's a seasoned spinner? It happened in the last game.
You know, a lot of cars and bikes in my house. I don't ride all at a time, and I'll stay here. Quite a few of them go for bike lovers. I think a lot of times, especially when you have like 6 to 7 bowlers in the side, you want to see the condition, you want to see who's batting and what is needed at that point of time. You know, I've always said it even in the past, with CSK when we had Negi and Jadeja, at the same time, you know, I gave them different slots of bowling. And the unfair thing is a lot of times the player actually gets criticized for what the batsman is doing. But one of the fact is, if I don't need somebody to bowl at one point of time, you know, I may not bowl him. So I see what is in the best interest of the team, and according to the condition and the batsman, and according to the batsman's form, who has the best chance of succeeding against the batsman and giving less runs or getting him out. So, you know, those are the reasons that I always keep in mind, irrespective of the individual. But, you know, Anji is somebody who's really, really experienced when it comes to any format of cricket. So it's always tough, but again, as I said, I would do what is right at that point of time. So like in the last game, I didn't feel it was necessary for him to bowl.
Well, the emotional aspect was more at the start of the tournament, and you know, once the tournament starts, you have to be more professional than emotional about it. Yes, we are a bit disappointed that we couldn't play matches in Chennai, but at the same time, I was still happy that at least one game happened in Chennai, because the fans were waiting for a very long time for this moment. And the last 2 years we were not there, but our fan following kept increasing, and the fans, they were waiting for us to come back and start doing well. So it's unfortunate that we are not playing in Chennai, but as I said, being professional is more important. Also, if you start well in the tournament, it gives bowlers and batters enough time to you know, strengthen the areas that they need to work on, because it's a longish tournament and not a lot of the bowlers or the batsmen, you know, they get to play T20 and come into T20 is slightly different. I always felt it was more difficult to get from Test cricket to T20 cricket. You know, going from T20 to Test was slightly more easy because you need to train your mind more than the body or the technical part. But once you come from Test cricket into T20, you know, the situation demands a lot. You know, you are actually pushed to play the big shot when you may not like to play it. So situation actually governs how you are playing at that point of time.
Very fortunate to have Rashid Khan in our team, who's been outstanding throughout this whole campaign, and hopefully tomorrow night he can do it all again. But yeah, definitely an asset that every team looks for, I think.
I think also what happens is, if you see, most of the leg spinners who have been very successful are the ones who have got very good googlies, because, you know, as a bowler you're supposed to bowl 24 deliveries, and whenever the batter is in, if a fresh batsman comes in, you know, he likes to take that time of you know, really seeing the variation. It's not very often, you know, unless the wickets are really flat, he would like to see how much it's coming in. The thing with the leg spinners is the googly, you don't know how much it will turn. You know, sometimes it turns less, sometimes it turns a lot. So even when you're watching the wrist, a lot of times, you know, it turns out, it looks like a googly, but it's actually your top spinner. And also, if you miss a googly as a right-hand batsman, more often than not, you're getting out, whether it's LBW or getting bowled. So I think batsmen, they like to take that extra time, and once it's really in their area, they like to play the big shot. So I feel that's one of the reasons why leg spinners are more successful, and also the fact that they can a bit of help from the wicket, irrespective of how the wicket is, they still get a bit of help. So being wrist spinners really helps. Well, experience really counts, but as I said, it's not something that always matter, you know, but definitely it's something that can't be replaced. Excess of everything is bad. You know, you can't have 15 players who are all experienced but all are 35 plus. The good thing is we have managed with them very well. We have got quite a few good fielders in the side. We are taking the burden of fielding. If you see, more often than not, one of the main position is the deep mid wicket position, because that's where a lot of double and the 3 runs happen. So your best fielders need to be there. So it's good that whenever we have played, we have at least have 2 very good fielders or outstanding fielders in the 11 that can man that position, and others have contributed, because a lot of times if you see in T20, even when you have very good fielders, more often than not the captains are just saying, you know, hang on the circle, hang on the circle. You get a game here and there where you want to contain that single from happening. But if you talk about majority of games, either the ball goes too fast to the fielder. So even if you have decent fielders, they just need to be on the safer side. Like when it comes to them, they don't drop those catches. Those are the most important things. But as I said, we have done well so far, and it's something that can hurt us at any point of time. So far in the tournament, there have been moments where you may think, okay, if you are slightly a better fielding side, it would have helped. But you wait with the kind of experience that they have got. I think it balances it out. But as I said, fielding is important. If you can save 4 or 6 runs, throughout when you are fielding, at the end of a high-scoring game, what we have figured out is those 4 and 6 other ones that can really make a big difference.